Hi, everyone, and welcome to our very first episode of Magnetic Woman Monday. This show is very close to my heart. It's a space where women share their real stories of struggle, growth, and transformation. Stories that remind us that every version one can become a signature version. And to launch this journey, I couldn't be more grateful to have a truly inspiring guest. She is a visionary leader, a CEO in a digital space, and above all, a woman who has lived her own transformation. Please welcome Miss Sunita.
Hi, Ankita. Thank you so much. Namaste. And thank you for having me in your first episode. I'm so much honored to be here today.
Thank you so much, Sunita, for being here. And I'm so glad that you trusted me and you are here with us. Without any further ado, let's start. We would love to know your journey, what you were before and what you are now. So please let
Thank
us know yourself.
thank you so much for this question, Arpita. And let me start with my personal journey. My name is Sunita Prasad. I'm originally from Dharan, Nepal. And I've been here in Canada with my family, living in Toronto for 13 years now. Professionally, I'm a food technologist. Before, when I was back home, I used to work as a lecturer in college. I wore different many hats. I worked in the food industry, and I was also working in a research as a food scientist. So I wore different hats. And after I came here in Canada, as every other immigrants, I had the similar kind of pain finding my job. And finally, my struggle came to an end, and I was doing my professional job as a food technologist, working in one of the top three companies in Canada as a food technologist. But at some point, I felt like there was something missing, and I was looking for the freedom that was, the higher life. Probably, I don't know. I didn't know at that point of time, but later I slept with that thought over many years, sometimes crying, sometimes alone by myself. And finally I figured out that I was looking for the freedom. I wanted a different life, a higher level of life, a fulfilling life, which was not possible with my job that was going every single day. So I thought of having my own business, or that empire that could lead me to this level that I'm living today.
Thank you so much, Sunita ji, for sharing this. And it is I truly understand that how we come from our own country and try to settle ourselves in this country. So that is something I can relate to, definitely. So with that, I would like to know more about you. That what inspired you to start your journey as a version that you are right now.
um I don't know exactly what inspired me, but there was a fire that was not letting me sleep. I wanted I wanted something bigger than what I was what kind of life I was living. I wanted to explore myself. There was some kind of cry that was inside me, and it was telling me to go for different life. This is not the life that I was looking for, because it was not fulfilling, it was not purposeful. And I always used to feel that, is this something I'm born for, or is there a bigger reason that's my birth is for. So I was always like, I don't know, for some reason, because I also meditate and I speak from my heart. And I don't know, for some reason there was a thing that was like calling to go for the higher life, the better life. And it was also partly because of my family, that I was not being able to give time to my family. I didn't have my family time with my with my two little kids. I had to leave them alone home, with the dad sometimes, and with someone else sometimes, the neighbors, and sometimes like daycare, and every like with third persons. And It was so hard for me because they were up in front of me in the same house, but I was not being able to give time to them. And that is where that freedom, hunger for that freedom came out from. And yeah, and it is not like that one singular thing that struck me. There were so many things that was killing me, that was not letting me sleep, right? And I always used to feel that, why am I here for on this earth, like just to eat, sleep, and go to work again, and follow the cycle over and over again every single day, and die one day doing nothing, not leaving any any, like, proof that I was here sometime someday, like, right? So I wanted that change. So that was the thing, that was probably that was a fire which drove me here, and today I'm aligned with my dream.
That that is so perfect. Yeah, we totally know that. Even still, I have started my purpose. I still feel that because I'm still into 9 to 5 work. I know the feeling that you have to keep on constantly working, and then doing the same routine every morning, evening, waiting for Friday, and then only you have some fun on Saturday, Sunday, and then again that same cycle, and then you feel that there is no purpose. So I
Mhm.
can totally relate to it. So
Exactly.
do you want to give a little bit of glimpse of what life you are living right now?
Thank you for this question, Ankita. I would love to. Uh, Before, I was like, I my life was so tiring. It was so hectic, and not being able to give time to the family and kids was so painful, very very painful. And I wanted to get rid of that life. So today I'm my retired life, already in my mid 40s, and I'm being able to spend time with my family. And the best part is that I wanted to live my life. I wanted to grow with my kids. I wanted to give them the culture. Just sending them to school with that lunchbox is not the mother's job, right? So I wanted to give that give them a life skill. I wanted to make grow them as a good human being with a big heart, and that is what I wanted. And then today I'm living that life. I feel this is a very fulfilling life in terms of financial freedom, in terms of time freedom. I take multiple vacations of per year, months for months. Like before, when I was doing the job for others, like working for others, I I would barely get a vacation in a year. And you don't believe, I went just one time in 12 years back home to meet my parents. Can you imagine? But this year I went 3 times, and I spent 5.5 months in Nepal. Yeah, and that is the biggest transformation I had ever seen in my life. And even bigger that is that my kids are not in Canada. I've sent them to out of Canada for their education, uh, which is a symbol of time and financial freedom for me.
Wow, it's truly inspiring.
Thank
Who
you.
doesn't want that freedom, right? A
Exactly.
freedom of time, freedom to choose, freedom to do whatever we want to do. We only, I feel that there is a hunger within all of us, but it's just about, working on that hunger,
Mhm.
working constantly. So I just want to know, in that sense, I want to know what keeps you motivated. Like, even though we achieve so many things, but you know what I felt with my journey until now, that you have to keep motivating yourself every single moment. So I want to know that what is keeping your fire alive, what is making you that I cannot stop, I have to grow more, I have to grow more. What is that fire? I want to know. And I think everybody wants to know that fire.
Thank you so much, Ankita, for this question. Actually, that fire was always different at different stage of my life, right? Different. When I first started, before I started my professional job, the fire was to get that job, get that professional job, and then once I was done with that, and I find it is not enough for me. So I went to discover my life that could lead me to the freedom. And I end up with this digital business platform where I have been able to transform so many people's life as mine life was transformed someday. So um, I have become a leader now. Like, I'm acting like a mother for a bunch of people who I'm leading these days as a mentor and coach, and they look up onto me as a mother, and that is the biggest thing. And here at this point of time, I wanted the same kind of freedoms, the same level of freedom to them as well, and I work for them. At this point, the the fire that keeps me going is the freedom for others, not just for myself. I leave that freedom for myself, but now I wanted to share it with others, and I'm doing that. And the other kind of thing is that I wanted to live, as I said before, I wanted to live purposeful life. I don't want to I didn't feel like I came to on this earth just to eat, live, sleep, go to work and die one day. There is something higher purpose that I'm on this earth for. So I wanted to fulfill that purpose, and I found that purpose. Before, I was a social shy, I was camera shy, and I was only able to speak with my own niche. I was not able to go outside. I was not that kind of person, extroverted person. But this business, since I started getting the training from here, from this digital world, and started myself exploring into this world, I opened up myself, and I found out that there are so many people who need my support in life for the transformation of their life as my life has been transformed, right? And I didn't know that I could be the door to so many lives. I had that power to change so many other lives. Yeah.
That's very good to know. So
Yeah.
this is actually when our glass is full, we
Mhm.
start sharing with people, right?
Right.
So, and I see that you just mentioned that you have already retired within 2 years. So this is such an inspiration for all of us that within 2 years, a person has reached to the level where he or she can say that I am completely retired and living my life of dream.
Exactly.
With
Yeah.
that, I would like to add one more question for you. I just want to know, like, because all of our audience are looking to your interview, what is that one important message you would like to share with the audience and tell them that you cannot compromise on this one? This is something that you have to do if you have to reach to the level. What is that one message from you?
What I would like to say is that, first of all, have a dream. So many people don't have their dream. They are just following the path that society has laid for us, right? We be like getting higher education, being responsible, and doing the hard work, and this is not going to take them anywhere. First of all, have that dream so that you can change the path for the change for the world. None of the great leaders followed the path that society had led them. Not Mahatma Gandhi, no Nelson Mandela, not Mother Teresa. Everyone created their own path. They paved their own path for themselves. So unless we have that dream for ourselves, nothing is going to work. And Ankita, look at yourself. You had that dream. You wanted to run this channel so that which you wanted to fulfill your inner fire, right? You wanted a different kind of life you want. So this was the thing that you always wanted, and this day came eventually, right? So until, if you didn't have that dream, this day would never come. So you
Right.
always have to follow. First of all, you have to have that dream. Don't live a regular average life. Dream of bigger life, bigger purpose life. Unless we dream, we don't get it fulfilled. Even our child, if you remember, you are a mother, I'm a mother too. Like, unless our kids asked for us, we never even feed them. So like, even like, if you don't, same goes to like our future, ourselves, right? If we don't ask, if we don't dream, um the universe is not going to pour the blessings to you, right? So first of all, start that mindset, have that mindset, follow the successful leaders, have that dream, and think of living a bigger, purposeful life.
That was truly, truly inspiring. I had that dream in my mind that I want to start taking interviews of inspiring women. Always, always, I wanted to. But then I always used to think within me that why millionaires, billionaires will give out their time to me to share their story. So I used to be so scared of going to them and asking, like, what made you, what is the reason you are here? I have to push, and then that dream that didn't let me sleep, it
Mhm.
always used to come into my mind and used to say, okay, no, you have to work on this, you have to work on this, whether you are scared, you have to work on this. So
Exactly.
definitely I truly understand, unless and until you have a dream, you cannot work on anything. So that is
Yeah.
called a mental clarity, right? So that's
Yeah, Ankita,
amazing.
you remind me of one thing. Um, before I think I also already mentioned it that before I used to think that I need enough money just to fulfill my necessities, but I was scared of having more money, right? But later I knew that money is the only thing that gives the freedom to the people, that give from the mankind. Having more money is a power. Having more money, I didn't know that money. I knew that money has a power, but I never knew that money has energy and money has vibrations. You know, I got to learn after I got in this business platform, and I started um, getting surrounded by the millionaires and billionaires, multi millionaires and billionaires. It's their mindset. That's how they got to be a millionaire. They become a millionaire and billionaire, right? So
Right.
after I came here, now I forgot to mention that other thing that's like keep pushing me to move forward is now I'm practicing power, a law of attraction and abundance. I'm practicing law of abundance, and it comes from that mindset. If we have a poor mindset, and if we are already satisfied with what we already have, you are not going to go anywhere. You know, now I've started dreaming of becoming multimillionaire and even billionaire. I am accepting that much of money for myself. So that is why my life has changed. That's why I'm getting better results. That's why I'm getting my, my visions are aligning with the universe, right? And now I'm leaving a slogan. Remember, we when we used to be a kid, there used to be a slogan, "Dar ke aage jeet hai."
Yes.
Slogan I'm living
Yes.
now, "Dar ke aage jeet hai." And when you said like you pushed yourself really hard to come out of that comfort zone. That's why you are here today. You are running this, right? I don't know since how long you had that im- impregnated in your brain, but now you gave birth to that. It came to the reality, right? So things come into form two times. Once it is formed in our head, it stays there for some time, and then it comes into the real form. So until you bring something in your head, right? You plan something, you work on something, if like something doesn't come in your head, it doesn't come in the real form on this earth, right?
Very
So
true.
that is the thing that's pushing me now, because I'm surrounded by millionaires and billionaires these days. Yeah.
Oh my God. I am so lucky that she is one of my surrounding as well. So, people, when you live with a millionaire, you become a millionaire. So, you know what is coming next for me. So, yeah, definitely choose your group. The closest five people are the reflection of who you are. So, choose it wisely who you are living with, what you are doing, whether you are creating your dream or not. And then these are the things I think I can say with Sunita ji's story, that you will reach to the point, and like within 2 years, this is like wow.
Okay,
So
then I didn't work for 2 years, to be honest. I started 2 years ago, but for first 10 months, I didn't even work. You know why? As I told, I was thinking over and over again to have something of my own. So That gave me a lot of depression. Not being able to spend time with my kids gave me so much of depression and anxiety. And when I was 35, I started living. I started feeling like 65. That's how much disease and ailments I started having. But once I started living the purposeful life, and then I started making good amount of money. I got that time freedom. I got that financial freedom. I spent months with my parents back home. I healed. So I took time, 10 months time to heal myself. And then later, 1 year and 4 months now, I'm working. And that's where what took me to the financial freedom state.
Wow, this is so powerful.
Thank you.
So, with all your dedication, if you work, you just reach there.
Should
Wow.
come from your heart.
Yes, it should come from the heart.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, guys, start listening to your heart. Just don't rely on your brain. Brain is there to help you strategize, but then when the inspiration comes from your heart, please and please, I request everyone, start working on it, because you never know, this can be a turning point of your life, and heart never lies. Heart never lies, and this is what I have started, this is what Sunita ji is doing, and I know if you start doing that as well, your life will truly change. So if you want to see a change, start working on it. So definitely. So with that, to everyone watching, thank you for being here for a very first episode of Magnetic Women Monday. Remember this, your signature version is already alive within you. It just takes courage, moment of truth, and the fire to keep moving forward. And with that, Sunita ji, thank you so much for opening your heart today and being a part of this beginning. This was so close to my heart, and you are here. Thank you so much for encouraging me. Thank you so much for being here for the first episode. I love you for that.
Ankita, it is such an honor to be here. Honestly, it's such an honor to be here. I'm really grateful that you invited me as your first guest, and I wish you all the best. You have opened your heart and you have started doing something that you always wanted to do. May God bless you in this venture, right? I wish you all the best, and I wanted to see you on top.
Thank you so much. Thank you for all your blessings. Thank you. And with that, all of you, if this conversation touched you, please share with another women who need that spark right now. This is just the start. I will see you in next episode with another story that will move and inspire you. Until then, stay motivated and stay magnetic. Aag within.